Welcome back, folks. The melt-up turned into more of a leap-up today, with SPY plowing higher to new all-time highs right alongside QQQ, and DIA now sitting within spitting distance of fresh highs as well. But underneath that strength, the dollar surged to a new higher swing high. Yields reversed off their morning lows and closed strong. Oil is still stalling near resistance, and several sector setups are starting to look very important. Let's walk through what Grok Trade is seeing on the charts. And before we get rolling, quick reminder that this is not financial advice or a command to buy, sell, short, chase, hold, or force a trade. Grok Trade is sharing technical analysis, market perspective, and trader education based on today's price action. So trade your own plan, manage your risk, and talk with a qualified advisor for advice specific to your situation.
Yeah, there's a ton of tension under the hood today, that's for sure. You really have to protect your capital out there.
Right, absolutely. So looking at this absolute defiance of gravity we're seeing on Thursday, May 14th, 2026, I mean, are we witnessing a genuine economic miracle here? Or is this just some massive trap waiting to snap shut on the bulls?
Well, that is the million-dollar question, right? Because for months, we've had this strict negative correlation. Like, if the dollar goes up, stocks go down.
Right.
But today, the DXY, the US dollar index, it actually set a higher swing high. It broke past its recent peaks.
Oh, wow. So they moved together.
Yeah, that negative correlation to stocks is totally broken right now, and the weekly uptrend is really starting to win out.
Wait, but if a strong dollar makes, U.S. goods way more expensive overseas, why aren't equities just getting hammered right now? I mean, are these markets driving 100 miles per hour with the check engine light on?
That is a great way to put it. They really are.
Because retail sales came in at 0.5% for April, right? Meaning consumers are still spending.
Right.
Which means the whole inflation conversation, plus that hot PPI we mentioned yesterday, it's all very much alive.
It is entirely alive. And, the check engine light is definitely flashing red in the bond market right now, too.
How so?
Well, yields actually gapped down this morning, which usually means buyers are rushing into bonds for safety. But then they violently reversed.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they reversed right off those morning lows and closed at their highs. So the engine is actively sputtering, but the stock market just keeps the gas pedal completely floored.
And oil is playing into this tension too, right?
Oh, massively. Like crude oil futures, ticker CL, it's just stalling right near resistance.
Just stuck in that symmetrical triangle.
Exactly. It's a deadlock. And if oil breaks out of there, rising energy costs become this just massive equity headwind. And speaking of oil potentially breaking out, look at Delta Airlines, ticker DAL.
Airlines hate expensive oil.
They despise it. DAL is actually building an ascending triangle right now, pushing higher lows up against flat resistance. But if fuel costs spike,
that bullish structure could just completely collapse.
Exactly. It would pull the rug right out from under it.
Before we dig into the specific sectors feeling that pressure, I want to say this. What chart should Grok Trade keep on the radar from here? Drop a ticker, sector, crypto, commodity, or market question in the comments, because your feedback helps shape which setups we track in future episodes. And if these market summaries help you stay sharp without drowning in noise, hit the like button, subscribe so you can catch the next update.
Love that. Yeah, definitely let us know what you're watching.
So getting back to the charts, where is that market pressure really building right now?
Well, take a look at the materials sector, ticker XLB. It's consolidating right below a resistance ceiling.
Okay, so it's getting tight.
Very tight. And then you have CF Industries Holdings, ticker CF, forming a symmetrical triangle of its own. It's squeezing the price tighter and tighter.
Oh, right. So it's definitely building up some serious kinetic energy.
Right. It's forcing a decision soon. But honestly, the real canary in the coal mine is KRE. That's the SPDR S&P Regional Banking ETF.
Because if regional banks freeze up, the broader market definitely feels it. They are the bedrock of local lending.
Exactly. And KRE is forming this early symmetrical triangle right near its 200-day moving average.
Oh, wow, the 200-day.
Yeah, and sitting on that lower support trend line, too. The 200-day is a huge psychological line in the sand for institutional health,
So if it breaks below that, it's a massive warning sign.
Yeah, absolutely glaring warning.
So with all these mixed signals from traditional safe havens like the dollar and bonds, how are alternative assets handling the tension? I mean, Bitcoin popped today, right?
It did, but it smacked its head right on the ceiling of its 200-day moving average, just perfectly rejected.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Just it hit the ceiling and stopped?
Yeah. And silver got absolutely hammered.
Dropped, what, like 6.25% today?
Right. And this was right after a recent upside triangle breakout.
So what happened there? Did it just fake everyone out?
Classic bull trap. It faked the breakout, lured in all those eager buyers, and then, pulled the rug.
Ouch.
Yeah, and it really highlights the danger of anticipating unformed setups. It actively costs you money.
Because you start seeing things that just aren't there yet.
Exactly. You imagine a breakout before the chart confirms it, and you basically trick yourself into seeing what you want to see.
Which perfectly brings up that core Grok Trade axiom, right?
Yeah.
Trade what you see, not what you think.
I mean, that is literally the foundation of the Grok Trade mentorship.
Yeah, tell us a bit about that, because it's taught by active hedge fund managers, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And they really drill in that discipline to just wait. You learn the actual mechanics behind high probability setups. You wait for the best charts to jump out at you instead of forcing a trade on a hunch.
You let the market show its hand first. I love that. Well, folks, we hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll catch you tomorrow tracking the dollar's breakout attempt, yields, oil near resistance, KRE, DAL, Bitcoin's 200-day moving average, and whether silver can keep its daily uptrend intact.
Yep. And as you watch those charts, ask yourself this one thing. If the dollar and stocks are rallying together...
Which one is lying?
Exactly. Which one is lying and who blinks first?
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're a newer trader and want a great foundation with no fluff, start with our free Trading 101 videos at groktrade.com/learn. And if you're ready to reach your full trading potential, whether you're a total beginner or a battle-hardened trader, check out our mentorship program at groktrade.com/trading mentor. All of these links are in the description below. Grok Trade is where traders reach their full potential.